Alright, kindergarten, welcome back to math. We are on lesson 10.5. I hope everybody had a great weekend. So, let's get started. So right off the bat, it says a bunch of students take a bus to the zoo for a field trip. There are 14 kids in all. The first bus is filled with 10 students. How many students will be on the second bus to show 14? So we have 10 on the first bus. We have our 10 frame. So we know 10 is when the 10 frame is completely filled. Each box has a counter in it. So we know right away that, boom, that's 10. Alright, so I'm going to write my 10 in the box in the Sky Dash and Grass right away. And then we need to figure out how many kids are on the second bus to show 14. So I'm just going to keep adding counters and counting until we get to 14. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I got to 14. Now I need to count how many yellow counters I added to see how many kids are on the second bus to the zoo. Ready? Let's count them together. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our equation reads 14 equals 10 plus 4. The 10 is from the first bus. The 4 is from the second bus. So 10 plus 4 equals 14. Awesome. You can flip your page over. And here we have our good friend Jada. And it is showing us a whole bunch of counters that are not in a very good order. That's kind of messy, isn't it? And there is 16 of them there because of this number. This is 16 and this is 16. So the first thing they did is they filled up the first bus. And if each square is filled or each box is filled, we know that that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's another way to show 16. That's 16, this is 16, and this is 16. So on the first bus, we have 10 ones, because each one of these dots is a 1. So we have 10 ones here and 6 ones here. So 16 equals 10 ones plus 6 ones. So now on number 1, we have 15. And there's 10 in the first 10 frame, right? And in the second 10 frame, we have 5. So 15 equals 10 plus 5. So this 10 frame plus this 10 frame equals 15. Alright, you can go to your next page, the independent practice. And we'll do this one together today. So right away we have 14. And the problem reads, Use counters to show 14. Draw them in the double 10 frame and complete the equation to match the picture. Then have them tell how the picture and equation show 10 and some more ones. So we have 14, so we know that's bigger than 10. So our first 10 frame is going to be completely filled. All right, so we're going to write our 10. Then we need to add counters to get to 14. So we have 10 here, and we're just going to add a counter and count until we get to 14. 11, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. And how many did we add? 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Now we have 16, and 16 is bigger than 10. So I know this first 10 frame is completely filled. So I better write my 10 right away so we know. And then our yellow counters, we need to get to 16, remember. So now let's keep counting until we get to 16. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Awesome. And how many did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so 16 equals 10 plus 6. There's 10 in the first 10 frame. There's 6 in the second 10 frame. So 16 equals 10 ones plus 6 ones. Now, on number 4, we just have to make the 10 frames for 10 or 15 equals 10 plus 5. So my first 10 frame, I'm going to put 10 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In my second 10 frame, I'm going to put how many in there? 5, because that's where you have to use this number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 equals 10 plus 5. And to double check our answer, we can count all of our counters to make sure. So I can individually count these, or I can just know, like, oh, Mr. Grund, that's 10 because all of them are filled. So I'm just going to put a little 10 there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Now we have the same thing, and we just need to fill in the 10 frames. So we have 16. So I am going to label my counters, or label my numbers, so it helps me a little bit more. So 16 equals 10 red ones plus 6 yellow ones. So I know 10 is a filled 10 frame. So I really don't even need to count as I do this. But now when I get to my yellows, I'm going to count just to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to double count that just to make sure I didn't miss one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Now the next one, I'm going to label my counters. So it is 14 equals 10 red ones plus 4 yellow ones. So I know 10 is a full 10 frame again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then my yellows, we need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I know that 14 equals 10 plus 4. So I know this is 10. And then I have my 1, 2, 3, 4. All together, that's 14. Now here they're trying to trick us. Look what we have. Look where our equal signs are at. They're making sure we're paying close attention. And we need to make sure or we're trying to make 16. So the 16 is going to be what is it's equaled up to. So I know that number is before the equal sign here. That's not a very good 6. And then right here. Okay. So let's get some counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because I know 16 is bigger than 10 or greater than 10. So there's going to be a full 10 frame, just like what we've been doing. So let me write my 10. I'm going to do it in both places so I don't forget. Now I need to add counters until I get to 16. Ready? So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's count how many yellows I added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 16 equals 10 plus 4, and 10 plus 6 equals 16. I read that wrong. 16 equals 10 plus 6, and 10 plus 6 equals 16. See how they come out to the same? They just flip the equal sign from the front to the back. Perfect. Now, if you would like, you can do pages 595 and 596, but you don't have to today. You only need to do the first 2 pages, and if you want some extra practice or you need some extra practice, you can do the 3rd page. All right? Perfect. I hope everyone is having a great Monday at school, and it's really nice out, so I hope everybody's playing outside too. Awesome. We will talk to everybody tomorrow. Bye.